women, but the most important goddesses were black. Not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a...
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. We're running a little bit behind, family. Pray. Enjoy the commercials. I'm trying to finish this little documentary because we're going to have a little conversation about this. Exterminate All Brutes, live on HBO. I can't believe that they allowed this out, and I'm checking it out. So we will be starting this show in a second. Enjoy the commercial. Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gianni's journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gianni's journey, and let's build together.
Bargani, Bomb Skin & Co. is the true definition of self-care, self-love, and repeat. We are what we create in this life. Bomb Skin & Co. chooses to create something innovative and unforgettable. Check out our website for more information.
Spirit Over Flesh LLC is a wellness-based business where we heal through words. I'm Tiandra. I'm the founding servant leader. It is a Black-owned, woman-owned business that was founded in Ohio, but that can serve the world. Through virtual sessions, either by phone or video conference, we have a conversation. We always start with a 15-minute consult where we just make sure that I learn a little bit about you, you learn some about me, and then we schedule some time to be intentional about your wellness journey. During the time, it's about education and empowerment. You are your own best doctor from within. So I'm literally someone who is just intentional in the space and drawing questions out of you to get you further on your wellness journey. Sessions are typically starting at $80, but if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're gonna go ahead and take 20% off. It's about getting you well so that we can be well, right? Kujichagulia and Ujima, collective responsibility. So grateful for the opportunity to support you in your wellness journey. If you're interested, go to my website, spiritoverfleshllc.com. There's a button that says Let's Connect. Fill out the form and I'll get right back to you. Again, that's spiritoverfleshllc.com. I look forward to supporting you in your wellness journey and healing through words.
Are you heading out of town or have a special occasion? What about birthdays, anniversaries, or reunions? Get the best deals and inexpensive rental car rates, midsize sedan, compact cars, and more. We have a variety of fleet vehicles to accommodate any and all of your rental car needs. Make a reservation today at your local budget rental car on Hamilton Road in Whitehall. Call 614-863-7500.
Happy Kwanzaa. I'm Carla, and my sister Karen and I own Two Natural Sisters. We've been in business for 5 years, and we sell a line of natural bath, body, and candle products. Let's take a look. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, at Two Natural Sisters. All items that are in stock will be shipped within 24 to 48 hours. As a promotional item, we offer a CD of Black romantic poetry of self-love and coupled love, and 50% discount on Sister Locks, Brother Locks by consultant Sapphire Donetta Mahadi. If you have any questions, you can reach us at customercare@twonaturalsisters.com. Enjoy and happy Kwanzaa.
What's going on? My name is Doe. I am the owner and creator of Madeline Gin. Madeline Gin is best described as a celebratory art experience that exudes hella blackness. Initially, the company was founded to provide a luxurious but affordable art experience, and has since transformed itself into something a bit more spiritual. By walking in what I believe to be my truth, I've been able to get in contact with my ancestors and use my platform and my art, my gift, to tell their untold stories. I do that by using different textures, by utilizing different mediums, colors, and just making things pop out so that it's open for interpretation. I love creating, and I can't wait to be of service to you. Thank you.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
The Purpose Driven Society is a Black-owned, woman-owned business local to Columbus who creates accessories that have intentional messaging. Our specialty are buttons. Buttons can be worn anywhere, on a shirt, on a book bag, on a hat. The beautiful thing about buttons is that you can change them and switch it up depending on your mood or the day. For Election Day, we wore a very intentional button. On my book bag, my student's book bag, it says, "You are already intelligent, educate yourself." Buttons are empowering with the messages that we create. Again, we do them very intentionally. At the Purpose Driven Society, we're minding our Black-owned business and hope that you'll help mind ours too by doing business with us. Our buttons go for $3 for one, $5 for two, $7 for three. But if you mention Kwanzaa 2020, we're doing a special where you'll get an assortment of buttons for just $20, and we'll ship anywhere in the country. So again, that's the Purpose Driven Society. We can be reached at thepurposedrivensociety@outlook.com. Send us an email, and we will put together a very intentional bag of buttons for you and ship it straight to your home. Happy Kwanzaa. Thanks for doing business with us.
Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 What? Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Family, 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 what a great, great, and marvelous day. Man, I'm so glad to have y'all here with us, here live on Gianni Journey Media. Man, listen, I just got done watching Exterminate All of the Brutes. And man, oh man, oh man. Let me tell you. We're gonna talk a little bit about that movie. Hopefully somebody out there seen it. We're gonna have some discussion about it. Read a couple articles on it. But I think this is a movie that a lot of us need to take some time and see. But first, before we get started, this is very simple. First, family, I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gianni Journey Media. Thank you, Anime. Of course, you know this is the Heart of a Simple production. And right now we on Toast&Talk Imani. And it's a Heart of a Simple production, as I said before, all day. But we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Man. Oh. So, I figured out that the pain that I've been feeling that's coming and going has absolutely nothing to do with my back. So I'm going to have to go to the doctor and see, because there's some soft tissue up in here that gets tightened up right here in my lower back. And sometimes it almost makes me not want to move. And I was thinking it was my back, but I had to have a little talk with myself. I said, Self, what in the hell is wrong with you? You used to be able to run out here in these woods with these kids, roll around, go for long hikes. You know what I'm saying? Play some football. You wasn't never that good at basketball, so if your basketball is off, you still okay. You used to be able to sit up and do stuff all the time. Self, what's wrong with you? And Self looked back at me and said, brother, you aging. You gotta go to the doctor. I know you don't trust doctors. I know you don't. I know you don't trust doctors, but you need to go see. All right, so I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna go to the doctor, but we ain't taking no drugs. But anyway, family, I want to welcome you. I want to say great Imani to you. It is a beautiful Imani day, and I hope in some form or fashion you go outside and grab you some sunlight and some fresh air. We are coming out on the other side of this pandemic or whatever it was, and in Franklin County where I'm at, is going back up, and everybody is moving back to what we would call usual. So, of course, Gianni Journey, we sitting up here, we making alternative plans for a lot of different stuff because we got a festival coming up, and we have to decide on how we're going to do it, how we're going to be able to carry it forth and keep as many people as safe as possible. I want the elders to be able to enjoy something, but I don't necessarily want them to have to come out and be around a whole bunch of people. And some people with compromised immune systems don't want them to be in danger as well. So we're going to have to go on and extend what we're doing for, as far as our digital development, so we can make sure that is as close to you being there as possible. So now I have to figure out how to stream and get as many angles as possible, which I have a solution for. I just have to do some experimentation with it. I got to get Gianni Journey Media back up. It says that we're streaming live, and it shows a live tab, but I see absolutely nothing. But shit, it's better than it was before. The site is looking good. It still could take members and stuff, even though I lost a lot of members. I'm still downloading data. Let's see. Let me tell you where we are now. Remember, we started with over 50,000 files. So now we only got 40,063 left to download. Let's see. Go down. I need you to go down. This League of Legends is just killing me. My son is playing this shit on my, but I can't be mad at him because we built this computer. I didn't build it necessarily for gaming, but I knew that he would want to do some gaming, so I wanted to make sure that he would be able to do it. But right now, oh my God, you just go. All right, now go down. So right now we got 2,000 files that were successfully downloaded. Other transfers are falling off, and they're not good. So I got about 2,000, somewhere around 2,000 videos that, I'm going to be streaming on a regular basis after I figure out what the hell is going on with my thing. Shouts out to Delianne. Welcome. Shouts out to Miss Georgia. How you doing? On this great Imani. So we're going to toast up these ancestors. We're going to lift them up, family, because that's what we do here at Gianni Journey Media. I don't like this cord being right here, so let me go on and move that cord up out the way. I went to the store, I got the cord, but I got the wrong damn cord. Who would have thunk it? You know what I'm saying? Who would have thunk it? Right? So for some reason, the mic that I have, the connection for this mic is an old connection. But it's one of the better digital mics out there. It's a Blue Yeti. But the connection that it has to the computer is very old. It's an old USB type. And I'm sitting up here like, why? So I'm going to have to take the cord, and I'm going to go into the computer store and get that. Other than that, the rest of the day is for y'all. I sat down. I woke up. I was going to do the show earlier this morning. I woke up, with my body hurting, like I told you, my lower back. And I started watching Exterminate All the Brutes. Very, very powerful documentary. It came across my radar on Nia. I tuned into, and I'm going to suggest, if you don't, I tune into Karen Hunter's show every Kuumba at 12 noon, because my brother Greg Carr, y'all done seen him. We done had 2 interviews with Greg on our show.
Brother Greg Carr does an excellent job of putting, looking at the world through the Africana lens. So and this is what I'm talking about, redefining, because when I met Greg Carr, brother was, he was going for his law degree, and at the same time, he was going for a master's in Black Studies. He expanded beyond Black Studies, and in a sense, I don't know, I can't say that but somebody came up with the concept of Africana Studies, and basically learning how to see the world through an Africana lens, through our lens, through Black folks' lens, through being able to see the world, which can help our community. Let me tell you how, because a lot of people, like when I was majoring in Black Studies, a lot of people didn't understand. But one of the major aspects or issues that I would run into in all of the fields of study that I would go into, because I had about 7 majors. Shit, I swear to God, I changed my major in a heartbeat and shit. It's free. Let me go and fuck. I'm gonna be a filmmaker. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a nuclear physicist. Fuck it. I ain't got nothing else. I hate math. What I'm gonna be this week? But one of the issues that I had was that no matter where I went at The Ohio State University, it was hard to see myself in any of the stuff that I was studying. So when it comes to some of my young people in the schools, I feel you. I understand. I understand why my son is having problems in school. I understand why one of my daughters, a lot of my children have had problems in school, because the lens through which they see the world is not their lens. The thing that sparked the learning revolution with us here in America after slavery ended, and we started building our own institutions, because education, the promise of education was that it would help maintain and build us up during freedom. So the education reflected that. When I was learning math, I understood that I was learning math to build my nation, to maintain my people's freedom, to make the life of those around me better. When I was studying medicine, I understood my responsibility and my role. But as time went on, that started to dissolve, and we started allowing ourselves and our children to be pulled into seeing the world outside of their responsibilities to us, and seeing the world from our angle and from our history. So we start allowing our history to be neglected and to be forgotten. And in the forgetting, we started losing a connection with who we are. So we started becoming what we was told we were, right? Which is very dangerous, especially when the people who are telling you who you are benefit from your failure. So what Greg and that generation of scholar have done, they come up with this concept. And I don't want to attribute it to Greg because I don't want to get in trouble. But being able to look at different fields and look at it through our lens is what we need. And we need to start having conversations with ourselves and our young people so that we can start remotivating ourselves to start understanding what education is for. Education is for the expansion of the nation, the protection of the people. And we have to start finding ways to get them to start seeing themselves in it. Because what's out there right now, they're not in it. They're not in it unless they run into some of us. They're not in it at all. Let's see. Brother Kwame, great Imani to you as well, sir. Shouts out to Mama Margarita. I see you out there. Did you get the email this morning? If you signed up, you got the email. For those that don't know, I figured out how to use the list on the Gumroad, and so the supporters and anybody that has supporters in any way that you came to Giami Journey and you signed up for the free e-course, and you put your email address in there, you get emails every day to let you know that something is going down. So regardless of what, I mean, like I said, so you go over there and you supported us in some form or fashion, you know, or sometimes just giving your email is enough, because there is no pressure for you to have to purchase anything. You know what I'm saying? If you want to support, or you see something on there that interests you, by all means, feel free to do that and feel free to support, and we appreciate your support. But if you're not able to do that, at least give us the email so that if something happens, we can let you know what's going down, because eventually we are going to have to move to, I don't know why this little girl behind me making faces, so excuse her, family. Excuse her, America. Excuse her. My Gumroad account and app are working superbly. I know, Brother Kwame. I know. You listen, actually, well, anyway, we're going to have to have a specific Giami meeting on how to use the Giami Journey piece for Gumroad, because there's some stuff that we're missing, and once we really get good at it, it's going to be marvelous. I love our baby. She is beautiful. Yes, she is, especially when she's making them funny faces. Oh my God. Get up off my camera. This might be the one to take my place on the show when if I fall ill, she at least can find a list, and she know where everything is, and she know how to stream and all that, so she'll be able to do it. We got to train them up in the way that we want them to be, family, so that they're ready. But let's go on and let's do this toast, and I'm going to open up the lines, and I'm going to go through some of the news for today. Family, do not hesitate. If you have news that you want me to cover, you can inbox me on Giami Journey's Facebook page. You can email me if you're on the email list, because when you send an email, it comes to me. You can get your membership on gnj.media. It's absolutely free, and you will be able to communicate with me on Giami Journey's page on there as well. There's a myriad of ways that you can get at us. If you follow us on Instagram, if you follow us on Twitch, you can go on and you can hit us up. And feel free to do that. Now, but shouts out to CeeLo. I see you out there. Miss CeeLo started a conversation yesterday because like I said, we toast the ancestors. So not only do we toast the ancestors, one of the things I want us to get into the habit of doing is sometime, regardless of what we're talking about, sometime referring back to some of that knowledge and some of that wisdom that they passed on. And CeeLo did an excellent job yesterday in sharing some of the lessons. Now, one of the lessons that she gave yesterday, and it was crazy that she gave that, because I was just thinking about it on Nia, because I had to go somewhere and get some stuff notarized. And I had ran into a video by a young brother who was interviewing a sister who has a notary business. And she's set up, and she's selling e-courses on how to set up a notary business. And then we go, and CeeLo come on the show, and she says, my great-grandfather told me, baby, make sure that you get the ability to become a notary. And I'm sitting up here like, damn. So, I'm going to be looking into that. I'm going to be looking into some of that for some of our young people, because another experience I had, my mom had to sign some paperwork, and it was during COVID, and she needed me to come sign some stuff, and a notary came out to her house, and I started talking to him. He gave me his card. He said, yeah, I do a lot of these, so he's going to homes and making maybe $50 an hour. For his service, he get paid just for going there and making sure that people are sworn in and sign the paperwork. Dope. One hustle, and maybe not a full-time hustle, but a hustle nonetheless. Here at Giami Journey, your hustle builds muscle. And that's not just physical muscle, that's emotional muscles and financial muscles and stuff like that. And that's what we're looking for, because like I said, if we don't start creating stuff, there's absolutely nothing out there for our kids, for our children. So we have to create it. We have to work it. We have to build it. All right. So let's go on and let's do this, Toast family. If you are new to Gianni Journey Media and you want to add your ancestors to the list, because we do come every day and toast them. Now on the weekends, you got to catch me when you catch me. But during the weekdays, we're going back. The show should be about 5:45. And don't fret, because it stays up on our sites all day long. So if you miss the show in the morning, boom. Now, I'm suggesting for some people that, like I said, make it part of your ritual. Like I said, because like I said, where's my book? In the Players Pyramid, one of the things we talk about is setting up personal rituals, right? As a means to success, living a successful life. And we're not just talking about money, but setting up patterns, setting up cycles, setting up personal rituals that you have on a daily basis that you work every day to bring a balance within the 5 parts of your brain. That's intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. All right? All 5 parts of your being. And the Daily Toast is one of those things for me, and hopefully that's, for some of y'all, it helps bring something to you or bring some type of balance or some type of connection with the wider world, right? Some type of peace, hopefully some type of value. Hopefully it does something there for you. But one of the tools to build in your Players Pyramid before you really even get to the principles is setting up using of the 7 tools. And one of the 7 tools is learning how to, as our ancestors say, engagement with systematic processes. A successful life is built upon engagement with systematic processes. All right? So remember that. Set up some rituals. It don't have to be the Daily Toast, but it's something you need to do. And I ain't just talking about brushing your teeth. If you brush your teeth and that's all you could do, add something to it. Add your favorite verse, or create a poem that you read every day, or a pledge to yourself and to your family. You know what I'm saying? Something that connects you to the bigger you, right? Because, part of learning how to look at things through our lens is to understand that we are generational people. When we are operating in the world, we got to operate in the world with the knowledge, knowing that everything we do not only affects us in the present moment, right? It affects us in the future. And depending on how serious it is, it can also affect our past. What do you mean, Brother Hatim? If we are wasting our moments that we have, if we're wasting our time, if we're wasting the moment, like right now, this moment we are in Imani, right? We waste it. What we're doing is we're giving away our space and our time that belongs to our children. We're giving it away. We're allowing it. We're squandering it. Let's say that. Now, how does that affect the past? Well, when we disappear, so do our past. If I don't leave any room or space and time for my children, they will have to slave for others. Please understand that, right? All the conquest, all the colonization was about Europeans or West Asians expanding their space and time. They conquer the land, they get space. They get other people to do the work for them, so now they have more time. When they have more time, they have more capabilities of creating newer things to perpetuate their lifestyle. They have more things. And this is what we have to work on. This is what we have to build. This is what we have to strive towards. Not necessarily towards conquering the world, but extending and protecting our space and time. Because there's always others that may be trying to come in and colonize our space and time. Conquer our space and time. CeeLo said there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Especially if we don't handle what's popping off in it now. There is no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We always wake up in and out. So anyway, we're going to do these libations. I'm doing this. I got the water. I got the tea, so I'm going to start putting together my that ambrosia, the elixir of life. I'm going to have a mix. I'm going to have a ginseng. I'm going to put together a kwame mix too, because I need some kwame myself, the way I'm feeling right now, because I'm about to go on my fast. Some original. I might do some ginger. I don't know. Might do some ginger. But of course, we're going to have original. We're going to have the ginseng. I'm going to have the kwame mix. That's about it. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple, brother. Hi, Tim. Let's move. So here we go. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass. We salute that Creator, and we say, and we use the word of power that we use here at Giame. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. Oh, somebody awake. All right, man, I appreciate you. Thank you. From there, family, we move on. It's a very simple journey, very simple. We move it straight into our ancestors. We are lifting up those who used to lift us up. We're lifting up those that took care of us. We're lifting up those who took time and gave us wisdom and sometimes the discipline that we needed to move forward in our life. The ones that gave us the space and time for us to become who we are and passed on space and time so that we could share it with our future generations. So we lift up our glass to our ancestors, and here we go. Get my mind right. Oh, man. Y'all ready? We're not ready yet. Hold on. We're not ready. There we go. We got Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robin, Texas, Davis, Herb Brown, C. Rosalie, Chili, Georgia, when you watch Chris, Jackson, I'm Lean, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva, Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown, the second, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, Normal X, Pet Mott, Ron, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamara, the farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Burford, Actor Junior J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling, and Lucy Wright, Dale Gale, Pulley, and Luxor Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sel Welly, the Farmer, Ago Sosu, Shell Harvey, Ann Charmaine, Evelyn Theodorus Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Trio Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornegger, Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther, Keisha Louise, Linda Watson, Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spells, Slimmy Seven, Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinero, Don Mattel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs, the second Pena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Richard Jackson, Helen Fuller. Oh my God. You can make it, hold on. Where we at? We passed that. So I'm gonna start at Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, no, we passed that. Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Avina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, Jane Farmers, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinero, Don Patel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Fina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Will Joe Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Didi Mayonnaise, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basiji Filani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DePretis Hines, Anders Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winfrey Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradley, Kevin Spradley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Will Longmire, Edith Kennedy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Peter Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Moses, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Gardner Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Bingos, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, R.G. Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong. Is it Erica Armstrong? All right. We made it to the second part. Let's see, Erica Armstrong. We made it down to around in here. Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, chart. Where we at? Archie Beck. Where we at? Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Ann Becker, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Hare, Thelma Kate, Spencer Sturge, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron, Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Howsy Hashtag, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Agnes Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ada Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Japel Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donna Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Greenbed, Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, J.C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watkinson, Hugo Watson, John Colwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Neville Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lloyd Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Alvin, Mazarine Corporal, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have from the Black Book, we got Jordan Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as our sister, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shank Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy Ryan Ross Wiggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr. Got Elder Clarence Lunk, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thorne, Johanna, Deshaunda Lynette, Lewis Henderson, Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, L. T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We got Elijah Juan Hakeem and Coma, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Kareem Mackey, Victor Bowden, Trisilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Imogene White, Charlton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Jesse Woods, Jalard Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizy Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Aaron Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Wester, Alice Wester, Ivy Wester, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton. We got William Bill Walker, Carl, Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Gisela Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James Elizabeth Winston, Abel Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cope, Rosella S. Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don, Sabre Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter. We got Mae Smith, Juanette Florine, Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nicey, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Levana Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granite Beulah, Papa Al Reeson, Arnett Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona Yolanda Honey, Von Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Nina Kate, Pam Johnson, Nevere and Reese Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallum, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Albert, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses, Otis Spate, Indira Branson, Eric Winston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Brett L. Willard, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilford, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hazan Abdul Razak, and Vivian Johnson. Family, we lift up our glass and we salute each and every last one of our family members. And we toast and we lift them up and we say the word of power, and that is, we say, Ashe. I was about to drink. From there, family, we move to the present moment. Right now, we are on the present moment. The present moment is Imani. I want to give all of the Imani children a round of applause. All the Imani babies, yeah. Stand up. Especially if you know when and where you was born. Imani children of, I don't want to give it away yet. For those that don't know what I'm talking about and trying to learn what we're talking about, what we do, how and why we do here at Gianni Journey, get on board, get on and check out the e-course, and let's build, family. Let's build. Develop your tribe up, right? But anyway, so we're in the present moment. Right now, we are blessed to be on a beautiful Imani, right? Imani completed another cycle, family. Completing another cycle. So we are on the money, and I ask every day that each and every last one of us activate those reticular formations, and during the day, let's see if we can identify our principles. Where are they active at? Where are they working at? So, for those that don't speak the language, Imani means faith. Harmony is the modic principle of the day. Trust is what we teach in the M7. Red is the color, as you can see by the beautiful Giame sweatshirt that I have. I'll put links for this because somebody asked for one of these, and like I said, it's not out there, but you can find it if you go to I don't remember the link. It's on my G&J. Oh no, is it G&J? No, it's G&J Media, or I gotta remember it. But we got a store. We got several different stores. We're gonna work on bringing everything into one place. But anyway, the color is red. The Hermetic law is gender. Male name for the day is Kwesi. Female name is Akasu. And speaking of Kwesi, we want to lift up Brother Kwesi. He just had a beautiful daughter. I think she was born she's a Kuumba baby, right? So we lift up our glass and we salute this present moment and the power in this moment, and we pledge to protect this moment so that we may pass this on to the next generation, our inheritance, and pass that inheritance down. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, where you at? There we go. From there, we move from the present moment, we lift up our glass, we salute our children, our children's children on to infinity, and we say, Ashe. From there, we're going to take a simple journey. We're going to lift up our glass. We're going to salute all of our relations because they out there, family. We lift them up. We lift them up in power, and we say, Ashe. This is that special libation, so if you have somebody out there that you want to send some energy to, this is where we do that at, those extended family members, you know what I'm saying? We all got people that need a little bit of energy. Some people call it prayer energy or libation energy, but we want to remember those who may be in need right now. So we're going to take this moment, going to get them in your mind, can say their name out loud if you wish. Lift up our glass. We salute them. May that healing energy roll out to them, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Very simple journey. From here, we move to that selfish toast. We're going to toast, we're going to lifting up ourselves. And the question I ask every day, and I'm going to continue asking it, is what is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards your personal greatness? We lift up our glass, come on, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Move to that tribe. We lifting up our tribe, right? Our accountability group, family. Hopefully you got one. If not, tribe, but find your group. Find those people who think like you. You know, not necessarily so that you could develop an echo chamber, but you need to be around people that think like you. You know what I'm saying? That have values like you, that value what you value. Y'all value, you know what I'm saying? So that y'all can work together and y'all can move together and y'all can combine resources and become a powerhouse. So we lift up our tribe. My tribe is called Giami. I don't know what your tribe is. Lift it up. We say, Ashe. Last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, uplifting, and most inspiring person in the room. I want to lift my glass up to you. I toast you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Let me take a sip. I haven't had, oh man, wow. All right, so let's just go. Let's switch screens real quick. Bring y'all up to date with us real quick. Boom, there we go. On shift the screen. Right now, Black line is open. Black line is open. Okay. Black line number 614-556-4535. It should be coming across the screen for you right now. That's that 614-556-4535. There it go. Right up over my face, right here. There it go, right there. 614-556-4535. Go on and check it out. Make sure you get on the line. You know, if you got something you want to share, like I said, have you seen Exterminate All Brutes on HBO right now? It's a 4-hour series. It's 4 hours of family, but hey, that's a well invested 4 hours that I had. As a matter of fact, I got to go back and watch some because I was missing some. Because you know, there's always something popping off in the Giami house. Somebody always calling me, or somebody. Not just in the Giami house, in the tribe as well as in Tawi family. My phone be ringing. Like y'all just see my phone ringing. I'm sitting up here like, check the timeline. Y'all know I'm streaming every day. Y'all know it. This is a Heart of a Simple production. We got to be regular. We got to be on it. The war is on. And we always got to respond. So you already know what's popping off with Brother Hot Tim. But just in case, y'all know, and y'all need to understand why I do what I do, right? So, G&J or Giami Journeys free 7-day video e-course. Family, not only when you sign up for the e-course, do you get the information that's in the e-course, you also get extra gifts, extra digital gifts that I'm sending out because I'm going around, I'm curating old material, and I'm like, shit, this is good, you know? And it's in a place where nobody gonna see it. I'm sending that out, and I'm making it available as download so that you could download, or I'm also sending a link so that you can find where it is, and if you want to go on and finish the series, you can. There's gonna be other videos and other stuff that I share with some commentary and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say, because I already tried the e-magazine, I'm not trying to do that, but I'm just trying to make sure that the family out there is able, you know, to stay on top of stuff. Did somebody just join the line? Because I'm hearing it sound like somebody eating. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But anyway, but in the 7-day e-course, what you get, you're going to get emails 7 days. Now, those, once you sign up, you're going to get other emails. So I'm just letting y'all know. Of course, the e-course, but then your name is added so that every day that I'm broadcasting, I'm sending out a message so that you know. You ain't got to wait for Facebook to let you know. You ain't got to wait for YouTube to let you know as soon as I'm going live. I'm sending it out. Sort of like when we had text messages, but we couldn't afford the text messages no more, because we was getting other tools. But today, day one, unleashing the power of Nguzo Saba. We're using Nguzo Saba heavily in Giami Journey, so go and check that out. Day two, understand how to use folktales, myths, and legends. You already know we do folktales for grown folks. Day three, wisdom mining, tribal quotes, talking about how to use the proverbs and stuff, incorporating them into your life. Day four, power libation, the daily toast. And those of you that tune in here, like I tell people, you need to be getting benefits off of what we're doing. You need to be seeing some type of results in your life from what we're doing. Day five, pulling it all together, talk about the Warrior's Handbook. One of the books I put together to help me as far as tribe building and training of, bringing people together. Got to document. Day six, power meditation by the numbers. Talk about the power of meditation and how you can incorporate it. Day seven, the 224 self-help process, and we talk about the 21-day Nguzo Saba challenge. She said results oriented. Right? And you might even get some of Terra Hassa stuff, because I got some old Terra Hassa stuff. I just don't want her to jump on me when I come to the office after I send her stuff out, so I'll get her permission first. But anyway, shouts out to Miss Terra Hassa. I see you out there. Results oriented. I mean, like I said, because everything that you see on the screen, I use myself. Now, I'm not one of those that I go out and sit on the Rolls Royce and be like, it produces money. Because that has never really been the piece. That has never really been a piece for some of us. We just want to change the world, and we want to create a world where our children have a space. You know what I'm saying? Are able to move into their full potential. And maybe some of us in our lifetime be able to actually move into our full potential in a world that is not dominated by individuals who believe that the whole universe rotates around them. You understand what I'm saying? Shots out. Use anything, anytime it belongs to the people. As soon as I drop the pen, I already know that. I know that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to make sure that at the same time we are practicing reciprocity. Because one of the problems that we often run into in our community is by not sticking to our principles. Because in economics, there's a strong reciprocal. I know that might be a new word. Reciprocal relationship. You know what I'm saying? When you create things of value, rather than us just giving it out, other people have to exchange value for the value that you have given them, and that's all we asking for here at Giami Journey. You know what I'm saying? Not to get rich, but we can't keep on giving away stuff for free. She said, I get the cosmic currency. That's right. You got to get that cosmic, you know what I'm saying? And some of it don't have to be cosmic. It could be earthly currency too. She said, I get cosmic currency. Hey, all right, Tara. All right. See, as you see, this is me and her relationship. I say something, she say something back. So I'm going to stop. And I'm going to surrender right now because we'll spend the whole show because she typed fast. And she's going to have a response for everything. So I'll take care of that end. So you going to collect all the cosmic currency. I'm going to make sure that we take care of some of this earthly stuff. That's how we're going to do it. She says she on the creator's payroll. I'm going to shut up. I ain't going to say a damn word about the creator's payroll. I'm going to move on. Let's go to some of the news. Black line is open, 614-556-4535. 614-556-4535. Feel free to call in on the Black line. Let's have some discussion. If you have something on your mind, by all means, push it out. They showing that we live right now, blah, blah, blah. Oh, damn. Said people reached. We reached 5,805, you know what I'm saying? But that's, I had to do some finagling to make that happen. They said post engagement is at 890. They said that's down 46%. So I guess listen, family, you already know how I feel about that. 890? Shit. I take that. 4 page likes. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So let's go and see what's in the news. Let's look. Ohio school districts create extended learning plans. So those of you in Ohio, y'all go and check this out. Let's go and take a quick look. Anybody want to call in, feel free. For those, so some of y'all know, y'all see this is coming from ABC6, Mike McCarthy. This was dropped on Ujima, April the 7th. School districts across Ohio are working to help students who are struggling after months of at-home remote learning during coronavirus pandemic. Governor Mike DeWine asked all districts to create a plan to provide additional support and learning opportunities and then submit those plans to the Ohio Department of Education by April 1st. You can see the complete list of extended learning plans from individual school districts by clicking here. So you can check out and see if your district, more than likely it does, has an extended learning plan. The plan from Columbus City Schools reimagines what families can expect from summer education districts. Officials have said, we are really careful you don't see summer school, which really that's what it is. You know, because family, what we have a tend to do is rather than reconstructing, we relabel, right? Once again, as I said at the beginning, one of the issues that a lot of our children have with the education system, and many of us have in the education system, is that we don't see ourselves in it, nor do we see the usefulness for us outside of a job. Please understand that. And if you identify where majority of the jobs that most of us are trying to get is not in our community. So we're being educated outside of ourselves, and we want our young people to be interested in it, so we just rebrand the education model, right? And I'm telling you like this, it has not always been like that. I was supposed to post up a video of a sister talking about the education of Horace Tate, I think it is. I sent out the video to some people where they talk about education pre-Brown versus Board of Education. And it was a different beast. And it was certain things done to put us in the situation we are presently in education-wise. One of the things that was identified for me in there, as well as in class with Carr, is that the education system that we developed during so-called Jim Crow, that we developed for ourselves, even before Jim Crow, that we developed for ourselves, made sure our children understood why education was important. We ain't just telling them that education is the key to freedom. Education is... No, we connected the education to where they were, what they were dealing with, and how they could use that education to improve it. We don't do that no more. We're not linking the education and what our children are learning. So what we're doing right now with the summer programs is, once again, we're rebranding the education, but we're continuing doing the same shit. So you know what we're going to get? We're going to get the same results. We have to go on and reimagine education and start getting our children to understand, to get a lens where they could see themselves in it. Our children don't see themselves in it. You know, because I'm not focused on the foundations of mathematics, right? Because people allow me to pass through without mastering the basics. I believe that I'm not good at math, and because I'm not good at math, I'm not going to be able to be the scientist or whatever. So hell, I just settle with whatever's out here, right? Nobody was really caring whether or not I mastered the basics. Nobody cared about that. Nobody's home. Everybody got to work in order to be able to sustain me. So all I see is, think about this. All I see is that my future is me basically struggling my whole life, like the adults around me right now. And not even be able to retire. I want y'all to think about that shit. I want you to think about that. We got people in our community right now who did everything that they was told they were supposed to do, had worked jobs, and got paid well, but still are concerned about retirement. I want you to understand. We got a real issue here. So our kids are seeing this shit. They're hearing the conversations. You think some of us think that our children are a lot less intelligent than they really are. But you know what I'm saying? It take no genius to see this shit. She said, me, I can't retire. Same with me. I mean, actually, retirement wasn't really in our vocabulary. I mean, sometimes you threaten, but I already know. And maybe in your case, it might not be the money, but for me, I already know. I looked at my retirement account about 3 years ago, and I was like, shit, I might as well go and spend this shit now. You know what I'm saying? And be prepared to get it how I live when I'm 65 and 70 years old. You know, I'm just like, damn. You know, but a lot of this is because, how can I put it? We don't see ourselves. We don't see the world in our form. We don't see the world in our image, and we haven't been educated to see it. We have been educated to see it through others' eyes, so we structure the world for their benefit, and we naturally and cooperatively work for their benefit, because a lot of us have run into black folks like this. Think about this. You know, all of us know black folks who have the highest level of education that could get into a white institution and run that motherfucker like it's perfect. But soon as they start working with us, they almost a totally different person. You know why? Because they never saw themselves or never was educated to work for their people. My generation is a result of totally absorbing the American dream that never included your black ass or my black ass. And we wonder why some of our children's like, man, fuck school. But don't you know that education is the key? These kids smart enough now to ask, key to what, nigga? Key to what? What good is a key? I got a pocket full of keys. Wait, where my keys at? Here, let's pull it out. Example. Education is the key. Okay. Well, what door does it open? What good is the education if I can't find the goddamn door that it opens? Got a whole bunch of keys. The key to what? The key to success. My Aunt Bobby ain't that successful, and he has a master's degree. We're selling our children goods that are no longer delivering. They're not delivering for our generation, is not going to deliver for their generation. We have to be very clear that when we are talking with our children, that they are able to see the world through their lens, understand the realities. The realities don't scare our children. The realities, they just want us to be straight with them. So they know, shit, I got to get out here and get it. I got to get out here and build it. You know, after watching this documentary, a thought hit me a while ago. Because our economic system is under a shift like it was during slavery. And the new currency that's coming in, because you do know that you were the currency. You was the mortgage. You know what I'm saying? All that shit comes from us. We was the original credit and mortgage, family. I don't know if y'all know that. And a lot of old school people who fell off with their wealth was because they didn't understand that America had brought something new in there. It wasn't necessarily gold. Because all the gold, all the railroads, all the houses, all of the so-called wealth paled in comparison to the value of you. Not just you as an individual, but us as a group. So the whole economic shift, right now we're going through a whole nother economic shift. Many of us is getting caught up in old ways of thinking and stuff, so a lot of us is going, That's nature. But we got to understand when the changes are coming, we got to start getting our young people prepared so that they could be resilient enough to be able to not only bounce back, but to bounce higher and better. But they won't be able to do it if they're not seeing it from our angle. See, because when our children learn to see the world through alien eyes, they act as aliens when it comes to us. So they'll leave the community rather than trying to do something for it. As a matter of fact, as I constantly remind y'all, many of us was raised to escape. Well, I can't escape this. I can't escape this. No matter how proper I might talk or how I might settle it down, the fact of this is always there. And I have a history. I have a culture. I have things that are calling on me in my dreams. And if I don't have the understanding of it, I will think that I am psychotic and start drugging myself. Or go to a doctor and allow them to drug me. But anyway, all that to say is we just rebranding summer school. We just rebranding the regular education our children are getting. And one of the reasons we wasn't able to hold their attentions during the pandemic, just like we couldn't hold their attention before the pandemic, was because a lot of our children do not see themselves in education. They do not see themselves in the math. They do not see themselves in the history. They do not see themselves in the English. They do not see themselves. The only reason that some of these other kids are able to excel in the way they do is because they see the education. They see themselves in the education. They see the purpose of it building them up. You don't believe me? Going to an Asian household. Just saying. You don't believe me? Go into an upper crust white home. They see themselves in education. It ain't just they smarter, it's that they've been able to connect with the material because the material connects with them, and they see they see what it's used for. What do our children see education being used for? Anybody ever thought about that? 3 entrepreneur lessons from Bruce Lee. Y'all gonna check this out. This is at entrepreneur.com. It's gonna get credit what credit due. I'm a Bruce Lee fan, so I put this one, 3 entrepreneur lessons from Bruce Lee. I ain't going to read the whole article. Brandon C. White. Go through it. Rule number 1, you don't have to invent a totally new product to succeed in business. Don't have to create something totally new. Focus on building your strengths, not filling in your weaknesses. Okay, you go finish reading. And there are no limits to what you can achieve. All right? There you go. See, they want me to sign up. Go on. I ain't going with the survey, man. But y'all gonna check that out. That's on Giami Journey. I post up articles for you. Here we go. Exterminate all the brutes. This is the one I see. And I'm not gonna read the new because we already know the New Yorker be having some long ass articles. But I'm saying this is on HBO. This is on HBO, and I am so surprised that this documentary was able to slide through. I don't know how it made it through, but I am so glad it did, and I was thrilled to watch it. I became aware of this on early Nia morning. Karen Hunter and Dr. Carr spoke about it yesterday. This is the New Yorker article. I mean, they be doing some good ass writing in the New Yorker, family. Y'all gonna see. Actually, it wasn't that long. It's not that long. Wow. So maybe we might go through it a little bit. Let's see what Homeboy got to say about it. Exterminate all the brutes. Review the vast, agonizing history of white supremacy. Raoul Peck's 4-hour documentary on HBO Max reveals the racist underpinnings of America's national mythology and European society. Woo! Exterminate all the brutes. Ooh. Log in to activate offer. Oh. I ain't gonna log in right now, but this is what y'all see right here. This is Acorn. This is one of the apps that I use as far as saving up. for my future. It extracts very small amounts from my account and put it into an investment account and invest the money and stuff like that. So it's a real good piece. A real good piece. I suggested if anybody interested, I could send you a link and you can check it out. As you see, I use it. So if I was to get a subscription to the New Yorker, even though I'm spending money in some form or fashion, New Yorker would throw some money back into my retirement piece. But anyway, which is a deal let me see, offer details. Let's see what they talking about. Just for y'all. We're going to watch what they talking about. All right, up to $150. Log in to activate your offer. Tap active offer to shop with the New Yorker, and they'll invest up to $1.50 of your purchase into your Acorns investment account. You must tap the button and make a purchase in the same session to redeem, or share the offer, and the New Yorker will invest up to $1.50 of each buyer purchase into your Acorns. So they basically got an affiliate piece going to where you could build up your investment account. So like, shit, I like the New Yorker. I wonder how many of my friends will like the New Yorker, and send it off to them and they'll get it and it invests into your account. But let's go and check it out. The new 4-hour four-part series by Raoul Peck, Exterminate All the Brutes, that's streaming in HBO Max, belongs to an exceptional genre. It is, in effect, an illustrated lecture or a cinematic podcast. It definitely is very good. Which is to say that it's an essay film, a film of ideas that are, for the most part, expressed by Peck himself in his own voice over, which nearly fills the movie soundtrack from start to finish. The 4-hour film is in the vein of Peck's previous essay film, I Am Not Your Negro, which focuses on James Baldwin's work. Exterminate All Brutes is similarly an intellectual effort, and like I Am Not Your Negro, it introduces and distills from Peck's own perspective. Exact writings, this time by 3 historians who study colonialism and racism. Unlike the earlier films, though, the new one doesn't offer much in the way of film clips from the writers themselves. Did it jump down or something? All right. Exterminate All the Brutes. See, I skipped something. What happened? Okay, writing themselves and doesn't claim to quote directly from their work. It is literally a film in Peck's voice, and that strength and audacity also gives rise to its artistic peculiarities. Now, so when I start watching it, it's one of those films that if you are somebody who has studied, it'll make sense. It'll make sense to you. It's a confirmation that we are moving in the right direction. We are developing the vocabulary to battle white supremacy, because I don't know if a lot of people understand the fact that one of the reasons that it was so hard for us to actually kind of deal with some of the issues that we was doing was because we didn't have the data nor the access to the data, even though it may have been out there, to where we were able to develop the language to start identifying what was going on. Because for so long, many of us would see shit and we wouldn't say shit because people would just try to make us feel like we was crazy. Sort of like being in an abusive relationship. Oh, that shit ain't really happening. Like, that is your fault. Your soft skills are not soft enough. You don't dress right. You don't do your hair right. Your language is kind of rough. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit, we didn't have the language to deal with it. And what our artists are doing and what our scholars are doing is formulating the language to where we can have legit conversations, not only in the street, but in the halls of academia, as well as through the use of image in videos and movies and stuff like this. So family, things are changing. They have to change now because we are getting the words for them. And not only are we getting the words for them, our young people and other young people are getting the words for what has been going on for a very long time. They call it, we have been being gaslit as a people for a very long time. You're crazy. That's not happening to you. They would never do that. The police would never just pull you over unless you did something. Oh. You understand what I'm saying? But we're able to see it. We're able to describe it. We're able to talk about it and dissect it on a national level. So this is one of many movies. It's because this is a movie out of a long lineage, and it's being streamed right now on HBO. So see it before something happens and they take that shit down. I'm trying to let y'all know, but y'all gonna finish that article. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long. Got some other news. CeeLo posting up some shit. There we go. She posting up some posters. Every time a child is born, an ancestor returns. I could dig that one. That's me. Yeah. Let's see. Our ancestors do not need preachers to speak for them. They speak to us for themselves. All right. I see you, CeeLo. When ancestors are speaking, get out your pen and pad, shut up, and take notes. Ooh. Y'all heard it. Why she had to be naked, though? You know? I can't take notes because I'm looking at her. Elder Cedric, what's up? There's more evidence and able to communicate it. We have been at war since before we did. You're right. Right. And a lot of times, it's your fault. You're imagining this. It's just, we just happen to be over there and we saved you. We are developing a vocabulary, and it is a very powerful time for us. What we gonna do with it, fam? What we gonna do with it? We can just go back to sleep. U.S. Congress advances slavery reparation bill. They're supposed to have the discussion on April 14th. We are on April 11th. Let's see. Let's go and check it out. Yeah, I know, because I had to see, and this is what's crazy, right? I talk about reparations. I got reparations all within my searches and stuff, but still, they'll put, like, if I go and watch one comic book video, I will get clips of comic books in my timeline. If I look at, or somebody look up on my YouTube or search how to put together a trampoline, there will be news clips about trampolines. I've been watching stuff on reparations, and I've been searching articles on reparations. I've been looking for stuff on reparations. Even some stuff on Black Lives Matters or Black Liberation, and they won't post no articles. I still have to go out and do manual searches. Ain't that something? Then also, let me tell you something else. So I have a class with Dr. Shock, Philip Shock Matthews. And in order for me to be able to market to our people, I have to almost create terms for what we are, because I know there's an audience for the Daily Toast. I know there's an audience for what we do at Symbol. I know there's an audience for what we do in Jeremy. I know there's an audience for what we do with Tyree. I know there's an audience for what we do at our school and what we do with Rites of Passage. I know there's an audience, but the words are not there, and the words are not searchable. And when you try to enter these words into the advertisements, all of a sudden it don't exist. So, for example, I'll type in Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa don't exist, but if I go to Facebook or I go to on Google and I type in Kwanzaa, all this stuff will pop up. If I put in hashtag Kwanzaa, because this is what the hashtag is for, the little thing that look like the tic-tac-toe board, it is a category. I'm gonna explain it the best way I can. It's a categorization tool. So when you put hashtag, and when you see the young people using hashtags, what they're doing is they're categorizing that piece. So you will be able to find a post with certain categorization. So if you was to put hashtag Kwanzaa, right? And you go back and you just type in on Google or you type in on Facebook hashtag Kwanzaa, all of the articles and all of the posts with hashtag Kwanzaa will pop up. Now I go to Facebook and I put in hashtag Kwanzaa, and y'all can do it right now. Put in hashtag Kwanzaa and you get a couple of thousand articles. But if I want to use Kwanzaa as a query in my search for people to show my ads to, Kwanzaa is one of the things that a majority of the people that are like us have in common. Some of us might be Muslims, some of us might be Christians, some of us might just be out here. You know, some of us might be Yoruba, some of us might just be claiming spirituality. But one of the things that bring the group of people that we all work with together is something like Kwanzaa. And when you type that in as a query in the advertisement, it does not show up. So you have to use other terms to equate that whole Kwanzaa population, when it would just be simple for them, or maybe it wouldn't be simple. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it might be something for one of our kids to figure out and to be able to hack. I don't know. But anyway, Brother Cedric said, what do you think of The Devil You Know? I haven't seen The Devil You Know. Is that a video or something? U.S. Congress advances slavery reparations and reparations bill. Washington, D.C. This is, let me be clear, measures in historic steps toward repair. This comes from Human Rights Watch. I don't see an author. I want to give the person credit who took the time to write this, but let's go on. I ain't going to read that. Well, maybe we're going to read a paragraph. Y'all come back and read the rest. The U.S. Congress will take a historic step on April 14, 2021, when a congressional committee is to vote on a slavery reparation bill. Human Rights Watch said today. The House Judiciary Committee announced on April 9th its upcoming vote on H.R. 40, to commission the study and develop reparation proposals for African American Act. Glad they got that in there. H.R. 40 would establish a federal commission to study the legacy of slavery in the United States and its ongoing harm, and develop proposals for the address and repair, including reparations. The bill has been introduced at every congressional session since 1989, but has never before reached a committee vote. Normally, the first step toward passing a legislation, the vote comes amid an acceleration in the reparations movement's success at the state and local levels. Congratulations to us. And one of the things that this shows is that everybody don't have to agree in order to get something pushed. You got a whole bunch of different groups that's coming around and talking about reparations, and some of them very, very different. But we getting something pushed through. A book by Charles M. Blow, A Black Power Manifesto. I got to check that out, Elder. I got to check that out. I never read that. The Devil You Know. The centuries-long injustice of slavery and its legacy fueling the persistence of racial inequality today remains largely unaccounted for, said Dresden Heath, racial justice researcher and advocate at Human Rights Watch. As states, cities, and other institutions pursue reckoning, Congress should step up to lead the nation in accounting and atoning for the ongoing impact of slavery. The committee vote on H.R. 40 is a crucial step in that direction. So we're going to check this out. We're going to follow this. We got April 14th, so I might need to mark that on my calendar, and we'll come back. Let me see if there's any other news. Here we go. The Vox talks about it's astounding that HBO's new docuseries, Exterminate All the Brutes, even exists. All right, Vox dropping it like I would. Shit, it's amazing. I seen it. I'm like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But it's here. Y'all gonna check out that article. Man, he got some, his team did hella research on this thing, man. He says we should, I do. I have seen that. I've seen that, brother, but I have not read the book. Because I'm believing all of us going in one space. Unless it's Simba count. But all of us living in the same spaces, nah, I don't know about that one. But I hear him. I hear him because I have seen an interview with him. So this is not an old book. This is kind of a new book. So I'm going to check that out. But here we go. Y'all going to check that out. I ain't going to hold y'all up no more, fam. Nobody calling in. 2 more articles. Let's see. 2, maybe 3, and we done. Bear with me. Here we go. I'm not going to read them. I'm just going to share them. Lost Golden City of Luxor, discovered by archaeologists in Egypt. So they found, and they called the city, they labeled it the Golden City. 3,500 years old. The Golden City. Right? So, y'all gonna check that out. I'm gonna find some more information on this. There is I know there was a talk about this morning, or either this morning or yesterday, by a brother by the name of Mario Beatty, right? He's at, I can't remember the college he's at. I always say it wrong, and I don't want to say it wrong, but he's at the same university that Brother Greg is at. And they discovered this, and, they got to put the fancy names on it, but, we're going to do a little bit more research on this. We're going to keep this in our view as well, but go and check it out. Let's see. He makes some good points. All we need is 51% of each state. That's true. Let's see. Kwame, was you on the talk about the so-called Golden City? The ASCAT that Brother Mario was on? How an election in Greenland could affect China and the rare earth minerals on your cell phone. Now, I'm sharing this one because one of the investments that I got myself working on, and me and my children are looking at, is companies in North America that deal with they found the city of Akhenaten. Well, is it Akhenaten? Yeah. When he moved out of Thebes and moved the capital, they found the city. And right now there's a big buzz about it because, in Egypt, they hyping it up so they get more tourists to come there, and all that. By the time they get done, they'll look like, it won't look like us. But anyway, I post this up because, like I said, there's different things out here that we can look at and we can start taking advantage of and get our young people into. Yes, I'm aware, but didn't get to hear Bro Mario speak on it. So I'm going to find that and possibly might do a review on it. Bill Gates' company, TerraPower, is building the next generation of nuclear power plants. Now, I'm posting this up because, once again, giving some of our young people ideas of what in the world is going on with my... Oh, okay. All right, stop it. Giving our young people, as well as some of our older folks, ideas on stuff they could get into, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff is being able to see, because you will be surprised when you feel that you have to do something, how much easier it becomes. It's not going to be easy, but when you feel that you have a responsibility to do it, when math becomes a responsibility, it becomes easier for you to master because you're going to spend the time with it. It's just like me learning the list. I never been known to have a super good, I got an okay memory, but I can run through almost this whole 2 pages. Why? Because every day I have applied myself So I've been able to learn a little bit more, remember a little bit more. I've picked up little rhythms in there, names that don't even rhyme, but I'm able in my mind to put it in a certain way where I'm able to memorize it. And it's the same thing happens when you start applying time, and especially if you have the proper guidance with almost anything out there. So when our young people start seeing that nuclear power might be something that we might be able to use as a group of people, right? Especially with some of the new technologies, because they're coming. I'm understanding when you start reading about nuclear energy, they have nuclear generators that might be about this big that you might be able to, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, eventually get and be able to power a whole community, bury it in the ground, not have to worry about a meltdown or anything like that. It's self-sufficient. It just makes shit happen. He said necessary is the mother of invention. And what we have to do is like I said, with the education system, we got to start getting our children to see the importance and their responsibility. Your responsibility is not to go to school. Your responsibility is to become a valued person within our community. The idea of you going to school is to prepare you so that you can serve your community, serve your people, and thereby make the world a better place. That's different than what we're telling them. We're not telling them that. Telling them you go to school so you can get a job. Get a job for what? So that you can live. Oh. Okay. I see people living without jobs all the time. I just borrow money from those that do get a job. How about that? Because you know that is some people's careers. Y'all do know that, right? All of us got folks in our life that have made a living off of borrowing money off of people who do have a job. Oh my God. How mushrooms took over food, wellness, and of course, drugs. All right, I'm going to stop right there. Because I need to post this up and read it for myself, because I'm about to hit that 21-day fast, and mushroom broth is going to be a strong part of that 21-day fast. Brother Cedric says, our responsibility is to expose our children to the world. That's right. Expose them to the world, right? But, family, I have to roll, but y'all have a great day. This is Brother Hatim. I want to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle build muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. Come on, Anna, man, get it together. Of course, you know this is a Heart of December production, and we just have completed another Toast and Talk in the Daily Toast series. And it's a Heart of December production, as I said before. All day and day. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. I'm out. Y'all have a great evening.